welcome to my channel. This is Simply Selicia. You guys voted for me to react to Not Shy from ITZY, so that is what I am going to do. Just a warning right now, Kenai is just all over the place. He's been climbing all over me, running around, screaming, so if he, wilds out because I'm on camera now, like, just know that's his everyday thing. So, I don't know what is on his mind. Maybe he's just hyped for this ITZY comeback, so let's get into it. I always love their fashion. It's fun. This font. Are they going like very, is this like, I don't know, grindhouse inspired? Yeah. Yeah. I see we are going full yeehaw out here. Okay. Got these asymmetrical ponies over here. Very colorful. Lord, I didn't turn on the captions. Okay. I ain't turn on the captions. We going back. We need to know what's up. I'm feeling it. This hat is somewhere between like Western and Chandelier. Was that a likey reference? Yeah, girl. Grindhouse, 100%. Okay, I was like, where's the choreo? I wanna know. I've always enjoyed ITZY's choreo. Their whole just look, the way they are as a group, I like their energy and just their whole way they present themselves is very fun. I know my face looks kind of blank. It's because I'm like trying to figure out what the plot of this MV is. She got that ankle drip to match this hat drip. They're, K-pop idols really like shooting us these days. Like guns all day. I don't know where they got their gang from, but they've been feeling that. These like skirt shorts are about to light up ITZYs everywhere. I just want you to know that. Fragile. Okay. That outfit's really cool. Little squad. What is down here? This is cute. I'd love to see them perform it live. Okay. Okay. ITZY reminds me of what it was like to be a youth. Okay. Let's think about... Let me collect my thoughts and I will give you my commentary on the MV. Okay, so I've collected most of my thoughts and I want to kind of talk about what I am thinking. I want to go back and talk about Grindhouse and like why I mentioned it while watching the music video, and also how I think those kind of inspirations aid to like ITZY's concept and message overall. And I feel like I have to kind of go over what Grindhouse is. I pulled up what the internet will tell you, so that I can just kind of read what the general vocab is, but I also want to go deeper than that and explain it, because just this kind of definition isn't enough. So grindhouse is an American term for theater that mainly shows low-budget horror, splatter, and exploitation films for adults. So stay with me here. Like, I'm not saying that's what ITZY did. I'm saying the concept that they're doing pulls from, you know, the history of like grindhouse and Western film from America. So, you know, that gets into exploitation films, and basically that is, you know, a simple way, a very, very simple, you know, not in-depth way to explain that is that, you know, exploitation films generally are films that are just like just super violent, super sexual, super this, super that, and you know, much more than you would see in like typical film. It's really over the top, and the way I want to translate that into, you know, what ITZY is doing in this new, like with their whole concept overall and everything, it's not about them being, you know, sexy or anything like that. You know, they're a young group. It's not about that, and that's not what I'm trying to say. What I want to say is there is a lot of exploitation films of the past that have inspired a lot of directors and a lot of media, and you know, I want to say what people are probably the most familiar with would be like Quentin Tarantino films, and you know, that kind of feeling. Even though his are like much more high quality generally, that's just a frame of reference that I want to give you guys. When it comes to what ITZY is doing here, it's the aesthetic. So they're going for the aesthetic of what grindhouse media kind of put out over time. You know, that 60s, 70s, like Western inspired feeling. So that's what I'm picking up on, but I want to really kind of pick apart like the history of it for people that might not know. When you think of grindhouse in the modern sense, more often than not, you know, there's a lot of grindhouse films that were female centered, and you know, it would be like revenge stories, and you know, this big like badass female going to like kick men's ass and stuff like that, because they've been wronged, and it plays, you know, a lot of modern takes kind of play the line on, you know, what is like female sexuality and how it is presented, and you know, what are the lines that put it from like empowerment of the female and like female body, and like what females do, what is that line of empowerment versus sexualization and exploitation of that. So that's what I'm talking about. If you think about ITZY's concept being, you know, not, they're trying to go for something not typical. You know, they are constantly balancing what is it that they love to do in terms of, you know, the industry and what it is that, you know, might be expected of them, but also they are always putting themselves in a position to adapt and to kind of experiment. And they don't tend to fall into a lot of the, I don't know, typical rhythms that a lot of girl groups get subjected to when it comes to, you know, being sexualized like way too much and stuff like that. I feel like they've been able to kind of by experimenting and by being kind of vocal about what they're interested in, and, you know, having that core concept being, you know, not like a typical thing, you know, they want to be different, kind of helps them better navigate ways to stay out of being exploited. So that's what I'm trying to say, and that's why I'm like that's why I'm bringing up like the history of grindhouse and stuff. Just lightly touching on it. Mostly what I'm saying is the music video is aesthetically from grindhouse inspirations, but I also want to give a little backstory so that you can put the reference of what grindhouse has been and become and its interpretation over time, to their concept, and, you know, them being different, and them, you know, kind of walking that line on, you know, this is what the company expects, this is what listeners expect, this is the understanding that you have through yourself and your own art, and getting to the place that you want to get to where you have more control, but also, you know, keeping that line of communication open with your fans and stuff. You see how they could be constantly pressured by all kinds of, you know, layers. There's a lot of things that go on. So to see them kind of like being able to, you know, hold steadfast and like carve out their path, and, you know, have it be just this youth fun thing without it being, you know, over sexualized, and, you know, all that is wonderful. And that's why I bring up the backstory. I just love seeing them experiment and having fun, and it feels youthful. You know, it reminds me of qualities that I think should be celebrated in terms of, you know, finding yourself and being an individual, and kind of not being afraid to, you know, do what it is that you have to do and be you. That's really important. And I also want to say that, like, in terms of my general consensus on the song and the music video, it was interesting. I picked up on, you know, like the themes and stuff. The song went closer, maybe as close to Dalla Dalla as they've had in a long time, in terms of like that ITZY energy, pop, catchy, fun, youthful, you know, it's very, very catchy, and it's very, very, I really like the song. And I'm just interested to see how they will experiment further and what other things they might pull from, for their future comebacks and things. I don't know. I'm really excited about ITZY, and I'm happy to see that a lot of other people are also excited about ITZY. So please continue to show love and respect towards these wonderful girls as they continue with their career, and go watch their promotions, go look up, you know, what it is that they're working on, just have fun with it. So if you like what I do on this channel, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Do not forget to go watch the original music video. Thanks for voting on ITZY, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!